Hey guys, Joey and Era from Immortal Academy BOTLANE here to go over the Nitto patch rundown for patch 12.15. The reason this patch is so important is because it's the patch that's going to be played all throughout LCS playoffs and throughout the Proving Grounds. It's not that big of a patch, so it shouldn't affect the pro play too much. The first change is Akali. They're doing this basically to all of the energy champions. They're giving them some nice little quality of life where they're getting less energy costs on a lot of their spills.
Isn't it OP?
It's kind of OP. I think Akali actually might become a lot more meta. I think the teams that actually play Akali right now are probably going to pick her a lot more into playoffs and stuff like that. What do you think?
8200.
I mean, it's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, it seems a lot.
The next one is a Gwen change.
Finally, yeah.
Finally. The next one's a Gwen change to her true damage on her Q, but I don't think this is going to be the biggest change ever because a lot of people are building penetration on her anyway, so they're not really relying on the true damage as much.
Her ultimate damage is more problem, I would say.
I think she's still going to be really strong going into playoffs.
Kalista, wow, big nerf.
Big nerf? I mean, kind of big nerf, kind of not big nerf.
Wow.
This is a champion that relies a lot on her early game, so the fact that she's getting base AD taken down is kind of big, but it's not like huge. People are still going to play her, obviously, but some situations where she's going to get a kill or be a little bit oppressive isn't going to be that big.
Cannon?
How do you feel about the cannon buffs?
Unluckily, I cannot play AD carry cannon. Not yet.
I think he'll be quite strong.
Yeah, strong in lane,
especially as a counter pick now.
And like, ultimate damage, yeah.
I think people are playing it into Gwen before sometimes, but now it's going to be even better. And again, it's just another energy champion getting a buff. Same here with Lee Sin. It'd be really cool to see some of the Lee Sins in playoffs and stuff like that. I know that NA actually has a lot of talented Lee Sins, so maybe even see it in the top lane coming back. Probably not though. Leona Q. Leona honestly doesn't really need a buff in my opinion. She's kind of in a fine spot. She's just really tanky. And the Q mana cost will actually help a lot because you usually take minion dematerializer and not biscuits. So you sometimes run here and there. So it's really nice.
Her ultimate CC duration is slightly big.
I think this only helps just because now when people build Merc Treads or stack Merc Treads, you can actually combo more properly. Yeah. And you're not going to mess up the combo as easily. It's kind of a noob buffer. But if you're good at Leona, you wouldn't mess it up.
Buff for noob.
Yeah, buff for noobs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is a jungle Lilia buff. Not really anything huge.
The number is only 10, like in early level, and then 50 late game. But still, I think it's a lot of a huge amount. No, you're gonna use our passive a lot in the jungle camp.
Yeah, you are.
So it's like it's not just the 10; it's like 100.
Her clear speed is probably really fast now, which it already was fast. So. We'll see if people are playing Lilia. This one is a Kiana bug. There's actually a first strike bug where you could proc it twice, which is really oppressive. So obviously they finally fixed that, which is really nice. And they're giving her a little bit less damage, I believe, on her passive. Again, Kiana's not really a champion that's
Thank you for AD carry, nice.
This is just solo Q stuff, not really anything that's gonna
I can finally survive, yeah.
Okay, how do you feel about this? You're talking about me, the Rammus buff.
It's a rare champion.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is a rare champion.
The second someone picks Rammus in LCS playoffs, make sure you @Arrow. And tell him he was the first to say it. I don't think the champion's going anywhere. I think it's
look at
bad.
The buff, like speed buff, range buff. What is it? Dash range growth, like whatever something that one, and cooldown. Wow.
I mean, it is a big buff, but Rammus is just a bad champion.
Not until you use it properly. If you use it properly, you can take a flash for free each 90 seconds.
The next one that we got is a Shen. Again, energy champion, so they're giving it a little bit energy back when you hit the E, I believe.
Yeah, Core JJ likes this patch.
He is the only one. Singed buffs. This is actually a big buff to Singed support. The fact that you get a lot more on the bonus stats on the R passive, or the R use, is actually kind of really nice at early levels. He's not changed in late game.
It's because of the laners not playing those champions. That doesn't mean you can play on support lane. Like you're literally trying to play every single champion in support. Yeah, that's how support. You need to stop it.
No, that's how you play support. Sivir, this one's what do you take on this one as the AD carry main? Resident AD carry.
Wow, 0.3 AD growth. What a huge nerf, bro. But I think cooldown spell shield is a bit annoying.
What do you think about the ulti?
But more likely ultimate is the problem.
Yeah.
But if you use it properly as a Sivir, it's because they changed the Sivir ultimate, like what is it, Nabori, right?
Yeah, you get.
So you have to use it properly anyway. If you don't use it properly, you lose your DPS or Q CDR, anything E CDR, right? Yeah. So on good Sivir player, I think it doesn't matter. But bad Sivir player or enemy can abuse the Sivir ultimate. Let's take the Sivir ultimate. pressure it, then yeah, it will work.
Talia change, the E is actually kind of impactful. I think the R, Weaver's Wall, doesn't really that important because half the time you're using Weaver's Wall, you're not actually using it for the actual wall duration, you're using it for the, to get to the fight faster.
Yeah.
This only affects in certain situations where you're cutting off the enemy team while you're finishing them.
It will be better for the team that Talia always block the allies teammates.
Yeah,
it's better for them.
Yeah.
Everybody shout, yo, block,
drop the wall, drop the wall. And then they're just like, huh? What?
Yeah, every Talia
happened so much.
Noob Talia player don't understand it. Drop the wall.
Thresh buffs, I think this is really needed. Thresh didn't really, kind of fell out of favor after the durability patch because he didn't get the same stats that every other champion got. He was more scaling, but he's an early game champion, so it's really weird. You don't max Q, so having the extra 10 or 20 damage on it just as a base ability is actually really strong in my opinion, as well as the cooldown is just nice to begin with.
What are you max?
You max E and then W. The Z, this part, the W Living Shadow cast spell, doesn't really do anything. Doesn't change the champion at all.
Really?
No, because it's 2,000 range already. Where this is where you can cast the spell, like the mimic, shoots Q, the shadow shoots.
The shadow Q, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
but you're always in range anyway.
No, but late game, he's not in range.
I talked to mid laner about this. He said it didn't matter at all. So I'm gonna trust him.
I mean, if I die from the Narnia, Jedi is in Narnia, and I die from Shadow, I'm gonna report to this.
You're gonna get Thresh Lanterned away, and then he's gonna do it. And then the E energy cost again, in line with they're just trying to buff energy champions overall. I think that's their thought process. Small Divine Thunder health nerf, which is I mean, it's fine. I don't think the item's broken or anything like that. I think all the champions you're gonna build it on, you're still gonna build it. It's not really gonna change the item at all. I think. Do you think? I don't think it's
nerfed the word.
It's nerfed. You get less healing.
Yeah, sure.
But I mean,
every guy I see Thunder 2k HP healing.
He's still gonna buy it, you know. I think it's just those champions will be a little bit.
Please nerf the healing, man. This guy healing a lot.
I think the champions that are still gonna burst first strike champions, I think they're still gonna take it. I don't think this change really.
I mean, it's 1%, man.
It's 1%.
Nah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you. This was the patch 12.15 highlights brought to you by Nitto. Thank you for watching, and hope to support us in our playoffs run. Bye, guys.
Bye bye.